Hey everybody, it is your Sam and I'm here with a video. Today we are back in Canva because I kind of wanted to do a little tutorial on how I did the promotional graphics for the winners for the May Promptathon. I've had a couple of people ask me how I did them or show interest in how I did them, so here we are. Now as you can see, I am on my home page of Canva. And I do pay for the pro version now. I used to have the free version. I used the free version for 2 or 3 years and it was absolutely wonderful. I did a lot of great images and great marketing tools with that free version. I went pro this time just so I can use like the content planner and have a brand kit and all that good stuff, because I'm getting a little bit more serious about marketing myself as I get closer and closer to publishing my books. And I wanted to play around with the pro version as I got closer to publication so that I can make my own marketing materials and get better sales whenever I do publish my books, because authors have to be marketers as well. I wanted to show you some of the images that I did make for the winners of the May Promptathon. And this one right here is Heather Dewey Petitz, who is one of our winners, and I think she won a couple of times actually during our May Promptathon streams. She's a copy editor, proofreader, and she also provides sensitivity and beta reading for her clients. And if you want to book some work with her and talk to her about what she provides in her services, then you can always email her. Now with Heather, since I kind of follow her on Instagram and I follow some of her videos and I've watched some of them, I know a little bit about her, and I know that she posts a lot of flowers along her Instagram feed because she goes on walks a lot. And I thought it would be really neat to make the background image of her promotion to be flowers. And I really like this one, and it's just a matter of choosing which images that you like, because Canva provides a lot of images that you can choose from to use as backgrounds if you want. There's the background section, there's some plain ones as well, so that it's not as busy. It just really depends on your tastes. Now for Laura's, Laura writes more paranormal fantasy and horror, and I know that because she shares a lot of snippets in a lot of the live streams, and they are absolutely amazing. Now I also know that Laura is a VFX artist, and she wanted to promote her website, which is lauranettles.com. And that is where she shares a lot of where she's been published, her short stories and flash fiction pieces and things like that. And she also advertises her expertise as a lighting artist or a VFX artist. So she is a little bit darker, and I could have gone with like a black and gray image back here, but the purple just, I don't know, it did something for me. My favorite color is purple, so we just stuck with purple. And there is Laura's promo, a little bit about her. Now, as you can see, the share and follow button, they do change and they move and everything, so that makes these images video files or MP3 or MP4 files. If your scheduler that you use for your social medias does not allow you to do videos or something like that, I think Instagram mobile doesn't allow you to post things like this to your normal feed. So if that isn't allowed, then just go ahead and just delete these out, and you can highlight them and go over here to the little trash can and delete them out, and you'll be fine. It'll save it as a regular PNG or JPEG image. And we'll go over here to CB's. CB was a winner for a couple of our May Promptathon streams as well as Laura. I think Laura won the majority. If she wasn't hosting or co-hosting, then she was in the comments, and her little snippets were just amazing. They just blew us away. And CB was one of them that had snippets and posted her flash fiction pieces as well, and just blew us away. I think she won 2, maybe 3 or 4 times. So this is a little bit about CB. She wanted to promote her work on fanfiction.net. And on fanfiction.net, she's known as PepperoniFan1982. And so this is a little bit about her and where you can find her and stuff like that. I pulled this image directly from her fanfiction profile. That way, when people go to search for her work, they see that image and they make the connection. That way they're not wondering if this is the right one that they're clicking on or whatever. So anything that you can help your audience to make a connection, like an image or something like that, is a great way to help promote things. How I came up with this setup is I went to the Instagram post templates, and as you can see, this right here is the template I used. It looks nothing like any of the ones that I made, so I did change a little bit. And unfortunately, this template is a pro template. So if you do not have pro, you can't really use this template, but you can look at it and kind of build it yourself if you want to, because you can go over here to the elements section. They have all the lines and shapes that you can use to make this box right here. If you want to do the frame, like this circle right here, the frames are down below right here. You click on the frames and there's different little shapes and stuff. There's ones that look like computer screens, ones that look like cell phone and stuff like that as well, if you want to change it up from this circle. So, I mean, you can build this template on your own by using the elements section of Canva. And as you know, I changed this little bookmark tab to the thumbs up sticker. You can change this up however you want to. That being said, I am going to use this template right here and build one for another one of our winners that I have yet to make an image for. It is the Geek Inside. This is their channel right here. The owner of this channel is known as Mr. Hyde or Neil Heiderman. I haven't watched very many of the videos. I've watched a couple little snippets here and there just to kind of learn what they do. And they do a lot of like pop culture and Doctor Who and like fan trailers kind of thing. And they do a couple of podcasts on like dealing with skeptics right here. So it's kind of pop culture, kind of horror, kind of a little bit of comedy in there. So it's a little bit of everything because it's pop culture. Pop culture is kind of a little bit of everything. So yeah. And as you can see, their colors are kind of dark. They're blues, some purples right here, and blacks. So you want to keep that in mind. And also the image that I'm going to use is going to be their profile image on their channel. And I've already saved that and I've already uploaded it to Canva. And I'm going to use this one. And since this image is square, and I'm going to just kind of pop it in here to see what it looks like. I don't really like that. So we're just going to delete the circles here. And we're going to pull this over. And we're going to bring it down to the white. We're going to cut everything else out. Then we're going to kind of make it small to get rid of that graininess. But it still catches your eye. I mean, if you see this right here, you recognize this right here, right? Right. So we'll go back over here to elements. I'm going to change this little guy from the bookmark to the thumbs up. And what I want to do is I want to try to grab it and make it about the same size as the heart here. And we'll move it over here. I'm going to change the heart to black as well. And let's find a background image here. Now, these are pros. Okay, that has kind of like a chalkboard look. That can be really neat to use. And there's also this one right here, but I've already used it. I think I used that for Melanie's. There's this one right here, which is kind of like a stage. That's really neat. That could work. And there's also this one right here that has like the 3 lights blaring down. I don't really like that one because it just, I think it's too much. But that's just me. When you're making these images right here, it's basically just what you like and what you think fits with the thing that you're going for. Keep in mind your theme colors, your brand colors kind of thing, and go from there. Okay, I think that is going to be about the best one here. Now I'm going to go ahead and change the line to black as well. That way it kind of ties in a little bit better. And instead of today's reminder, we're going to put the Geek Inside. And we are going to change the text color to black as well. Just pull everything in together right here. Now, if you want, you can go to the About section and hope that they have a little bit of something about themselves. And you can also go to your videos. And you can pull one up. I have them muted, so hopefully it won't. And you can kind of see what they have in like the description if you want to pull anything there about them. If not, then just go back. Their little info section, their about section right in there. And of course, I'm going to edit this a little bit. Add those. I'm going to move this up just a little bit to get them a little bit more off of that line there. I think that looks good. And what we'll do is usually the video section of the YouTube channel has a better URL. And we'll go ahead and pop that right in here and move it up a little bit just so it's off of the edge, but not quite on the black line. There we go. Change that to black as well. And what do you think? Now I know nobody can click on this URL in the image, but what they can do is they see that it's on YouTube, they can look for the Geek Inside, you know, 7-1 channel kind of thing, and hopefully it'll pull up, or they can search for the Geek Inside. And yeah, I know it's a little bit of work, but since Instagram doesn't really like links in their posts, this is kind of the best that you can do for promoting links on Instagram. So there you have it. There's that. Now, if you want to do like all the graphics, like the follow and all that good stuff, you want to pop them in here, you can. But I was just wanting to do one that just had no video elements to it, and this is it. But if you want to do stickers that move and everything to kind of try to draw attention to certain things, Canva does have a lot of those. And you do have a lot of the social media stickers right here, you know, the hashtags and the hearts and all that good stuff, new post, and yeah, there we have it. There is an image for Instagram for you to use. Now, in order to use it, you can click the download button. You can save it as a PNG, which is what I do, and it'll pop up, and we'll save it right there. And you can also use the Canva scheduler for whenever you want to schedule this. And do hashtags. There we go. There you have it. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this was kind of informational and a little bit helpful, but yeah, you can see I made copies of all these designs like this because I use the Canva scheduler, and you can't schedule the same one multiple times. So I made 4 copies of each one that I did, and you can see some. These right here I actually scheduled with my scheduling program later, but I'm only allowed like so many posts per month on later for Instagram, so I'm having to use 2 schedulers, and that's the reason why there's copies of these right here but not copies of these. There's all kinds of templates that you can go to. There's Instagram stories, there's the post. These right here are free templates that you can use, that you can change and make promotions for your channel, for your book, anything like that, or just social media posts. Like this one right here, you can do like a to-do list out of this one instead of how to use social media, and give your audience a little bit of look into what you're doing for the day. And there's this one right here. Which button would you press? Button 1 reads minds for 3 days. Button 2, add 5 centimeters to your site or your height. And just things like that. There's a lot of happy Pride months, which I'm going to have to pull some of these and kind of tweak a little bit to make it look a little bit more like my brand or something like that, or to add some things, and those are awesome to put up on your social media as well. And I really like this one right here, just to show your support. So yeah, that is Canva. And if you're looking for something else, you can do Facebook posts. They do Facebook posts, they do posters. They have a lot of pretty templates that you can use so that you can kind of learn what you need to do, learn what works, learn the colors that work best out for you, you know, that aren't hard on the eyes, that are eye-catching as well. As always, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Be kind to each other, stay safe, stay being creative, and keep writing.